In the 1970s, Milton Friedman, the economist, theorized that the responsibility of business was to maximize profit within the bounds of the law, no mention of ethics. And that definition, which was just a theory, was embraced by a class of corporate leader in the day. And they used it to justify new behaviors in business. So for example, the concept of mass layoffs to balance the books, that did not exist as a behavior. You only had layoffs for existential reasons. The rise of Jack Welch, who I think basically perpetuated concepts of short-termism, rank and yank, pitting our people against each other inside our own companies and creating internal competitions. Everything that violates every good tenet of leadership, Welch did the opposite. Because things like Jack Welch and layoffs have become so normalized that young people have grown up in a capitalist system where they watch their parents lose their job through no fault of their own. It's not a meritocracy. You worked for a company for 20 years, you did good work. Sorry, nothing personal, it's just business, we missed our numbers. The practical movement is the leaders themselves. For you in your own organization to say, I have seen the damage it causes. We have seen economic hardship caused. We've seen families destroyed by short-termism, and I will do everything I can to support this organization to change the way in which we lead for the good of the company. Look, I get this question all the time. Simon, I'm not CEO. How do I change the organization when I'm not in charge? Where there's like 4 levels up above me? What am I supposed to do? And the reality is you take responsibility for the environment you can control. So if you have influence over 7 people, and if we just work to create this little pocket of magic, what you tend to find is when you have well-led teams, those teams outperform all the other teams. And so senior leadership either leaves you alone, or they at least are curious and be like, what are you doing? Or somebody from the team will eventually get promoted out to another team and bring all the lessons that you taught them and lead that team the same way. And then you have 2 magic teams, and then somebody there gets promoted and you have 4 magic teams, and you have 8 magic teams. And then the CEO moves on and retires, and before you know it, the tail wags the dog.